in all of those 18 years of restrictive eating disorder, there was no year where I was just relaxed and just ate whatever I wanted. Even the ethical approach to veganism was, well, too bad, I cannot eat that cake, it's not vegan. It's justified. This is rational. I have to be afraid of fat because it's very bad for me and so unhealthy, and I would get diabetes and stuff. Hi everyone, it's me, Carbundance, and before I go into what I ate a year ago and 1 week ago, for you to know like my whole story of the last year, actually, like I'm going to share my whole development, how I got to real recovery after 18 years of restrictive eating disorder and me being in denial about that for far too long. And this will be the last time for me to recover, because I feel I've never been as recovered as I am now already, and I know it's only gonna be a matter of time until I'm there, fully recovered, never looking back again. And so this is the first real approach to real recovery and the last one, and I'm so passionate about it to just share it with you, because you can get your life back with me as well if you follow my daily videos throughout the year. Let me know, also get into contact with me in the comments, via Instagram, however you like. This is really a work of art for me, and I love to read from you guys, and because yeah, sometimes, you know, I think everyone who has struggled with this feels a little bit alone with this, but I can tell you, you are not alone. The number of people who reached out to me already and say, oh my gosh, same as me, is overwhelming, like in a positive way. And it's like, it really, yeah, it's a confirmation for me that this is so helpful for people. So let's go into a comment from, I'm so sorry because I cannot pronounce the name. It's in a different, not even only in a different language, but in different letters that I have never seen. So I'm really sorry for that, but I think I have seen your name below my videos a few years ago already. And so you write, I'm sorry, but I don't understand. That is okay. That's what I'm here for, to explain to you. When you were vegan, because yeah, doesn't matter. When you were vegan, you say you were eating minimum 3,000 calories. Yes, that was the case when I was eating high carb. I was easily eating that amount, but high carb meant, and that is the thing, that I was fat phobic, pretty much. I would not have admitted that to myself at that point or to other people, because I felt like, no, it's like, it's justified. This is rational. I have to be afraid of fat because it's very bad for me and so unhealthy, and I would get diabetes and stuff. And so I kind of hid behind that justification. And so, but yes, that's totally right. You say you were eating minimum 3,000 calories, but we clearly see that you are scared of banana and ice cream. That's true. You see this now in my what I ate a year ago, what I eat videos, and that I was not extremely high carb there anymore. I was still super high carb, but I was introducing fats back again when you look closely in the what I ate a year videos, like, which you're also going to see after me replying to this comment. So just stay for that. I was reintroducing them because I had realized, well, this is a form of restriction. When I am with this fear of fat, I cannot live a normal life unobsessed from food. And that is where I, brainwashed by all of these, the fear-mongering by both experts and influencers, plant-based ones, also doctors, brainwashed by those sayings like, keep the fat as low as possible, and you know, otherwise you get insulin resistant and all of that stuff. I was really just afraid to just do that without me watching the calories. And so that was the problem. And yeah, that is why I kind of got back into the eating disorder there, because I felt like, no, you cannot just eat without restriction of all of the macros, and or also with junk foods, you know, you can only do that when it's completely whole food and when it's completely high carb and almost no fat. That was the fear behind it, and there you can see how sucked in I was into that movement. And that is not, you know, it's not, I'm not blaming Harley and Freely per se, because there's so many other also experts who are kind of promoting and supporting that kind of direction. And so yeah, for me, in my brain, I was just afraid that that is a fact. That is why you see me talking about that I was afraid of the banana ice cream 1 year ago. That was not the case before that 1 year ago. Like the years before, where I was completely high carb, that was different. But that is also when I was very much over exercising. I had different problems there. I also had to struggle with adrenal fatigue. I thought I could only be that mega hyper high carb as long as I exercise a ton. And, you know, yeah, it's just, in all of those 18 years of restrictive eating disorder, there was no year where I was just relaxed and just ate whatever I wanted. Even the ethical approach to veganism was, well, too bad, I cannot eat that cake, it's not vegan. And so, you know what I mean? Okay, now you're saying that you eat thousands and thousands of calories. So, no, I don't say that. It doesn't matter how many calories I eat now, but the thousands and thousands of calories that I said in that video, that is where I refer to the extreme hunger phase that I had last year, which you are able to see throughout this year with my videos, my daily videos. I'm sharing my last year with you. And in the extreme hunger phase that will come, you are going to see that I was eating thousands and thousands of calories. I do not have the need for it anymore, neither physically nor mentally, because I went through that. My energy deficit is pretty much like reversed. And well, I don't know, I might still change, I might gain weight, have to gain weight or whatever. That's up to my body, up to what, you know. I just want you to know I haven't changed anything about how I approach food. It's just zero restriction, both physically and mentally. And I don't know if I have overshoot, will get more overshoot or whatever. It's just, I'm trying to just detach from that. Okay, so no, I'm not saying now that, you're saying, come on, you're eating 3 fried eggs in 3 days for breakfast, but you showing like you eat that in one sitting. No, so that is the thing. If you watch all of my videos daily, I say it a number of times, but I don't say it in every video, but in general, just for you to know, what I show is not, I will not eat all of this. Like when we make a big breakfast on weekend, we just make more than we eat then for the week also. Like if I have an egg, then we will, have 3 eggs, as you say, but then I won't eat them in one sitting. And I'm also not saying that. Yes, I show the photo because, that would be very obsessive if I had to just everything, I can just have this one part of the omelette because, I'm trying to remember, and will make sure that I say that more often, that this is not everything I ate, but what I can't, like what I don't eat in that one sitting, I will just eat later. And so what you see is not as a means for me to show you, wow, look at how much I can eat, because it doesn't really matter how much I eat. I just want to inspire you. This would have helped me dare things for myself. It's really not to compare, not for you to compare with me. It really doesn't matter how many calories that is for me. It's just to inspire you. And also I on purpose don't include any calories or whatever, nothing triggering. And I make it very clear, like that's what I want to say. If you watch all of my videos with what I eat now, I do make clear that it's not necessarily what I ate in one sitting. And yes, that is why you see me eating 3 fried eggs, as you said, in 3 days. even though I once showed it in one sitting. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. I thought I had made that clear enough. You don't gain much weight eating so much fatty foods. If you say so. I don't know if I change more or not, but like so far my weight has stabilized, and but I did gain weight very rapidly in my extreme hunger phase, and yeah, it just stabilized and, you know, just didn't go on without me changing anything about how I eat or anything about the recovery. And so yeah, well, yeah, I haven't, like what you say here in that example, I haven't eaten the 3 fried eggs in one sitting, but even if, like, then I would have not, my body wouldn't have craved other things or so, right? Like, even if it's okay if I did that, and it probably wouldn't have made me gain more weight. So yes, that is maybe also something that my videos can show. It doesn't mean that you gain weight when you eat anything you eat. Well, yes, you will if you have to, and with extreme hunger and stuff, but it's not like you will be gaining weight forever. That's what I want to say. And your body will just find its well-being weight point, and that is probably not, or not necessarily, what you would like it to be. Like, I am much heavier now than I was a year ago. Like what you see in my I react to myself videos. And that is fine. That's much healthier for me, and I feel brilliant on that. A calorie in versus out, question mark. And yes, I mean, well, no, that's a topic for a different video. I will go into that later, because that has a lot of factors that go into that. I think I answered your, like, because you said, I'm sorry, but I don't understand. I hope I helped you understand it better now. Let me know. If not, I'm happy to explain further. Okay, so this is what I ate a year ago, another day. This is another chocolate oatmeal. I increased the amount of yogurt there, and I put some yogurt on the chocolate oats as well. I think so, because there's yogurt in there. Yes. So it's, again, a little bit like a cheesecake, like a pseudo wannabe cheesecake with chocolate. Funnily enough, I just had cheesecake with chocolate in it as well, but like a proper one before. You will see that in a week then in the video of what I eat. And so yeah, I was challenging the chocolate because I used to be very intolerant. This is where the phase begins where I am challenging that. And so this is some persimmon, some fruit. I was still having a little bit of problems, I remember, in January with the combination of fruit and starch, but that was only because my digestion wasn't on par, not because of the combination itself. Food combining, I don't believe in this anymore. I do the opposite of food combining now and have the best digestion that I ever had before with food combining. Yeah, I will also go into this comment later, but I just want to mention, this is a comment that I screenshotted on that day of eating, so 1 year ago, and that was a very critical comment about, you know, I don't know you personally, but you still seem to be on a journey to find the ideal way of nutrition, and it's your abundance comes within restrictions and guidelines, and, you know, in a nice way they said it. And that was actually a comment that kind of forced me to be honest with myself. And but I was still like when I was reading this one, I was like, no, like this is, I have to do this because otherwise I will become sick physically. And this comment was by Francie Panini, I think, and it's like, she was right then, but I will do an own video on that. So, another nice cream. I mean, I ate it every day also. It's not like I was afraid. It was my safe food. But I think what you meant there, like the question asker, the commenter, was when I was talking about that I also added ice cubes and you know, I was kind of like manipulating the volume of the ice cream also. But it was a super safe food for me. Like, I loved it and I still love it. But what you don't see here is that it takes half an hour to prepare it. Also, it's a little bit greenish. I think it's with stinging nettles again. You know, it just even a bit more healthy. You cannot go wrong with that, I thought. It's just like, yeah. Then this video, veganorexia, orthorexia. Am I obsessed with perfect nutrition? Still looking for the perfect diet? Preoccupied with food and body? Eating vegan equals restriction. Wow, I made exactly this video on that day in response to that comment that I just mentioned. And we will go into this. I think this will be the next object of my reacting to myself series. I don't remember what I said there. It will be extremely interesting, so stay tuned for that. Another nourish bowl with mango and arugula and stuff. Yep. Nothing challenging there for me. Well, no, that's not true, because the fat was still very challenging for me. But it was all weight. This is what I ate a week ago. It is banana and passion fruit. This is Cinni-Minis, like some cereal with milk. Then bread with butter and then cheese on top, and olive pieces, some lettuce, and some cucumbers and tomatoes. Extremely yummy, the whole combination. I never wanted savory before, but now that I eat everything, I just love everything. Because the savory stuff is not fatless anymore and not flavorless anymore. You know, I'm not only craving the sweet stuff, but still most of the time. Like also salt, because I was so afraid of salt. Oh, poor girl. Then we had some soy yogurt. I had some. And later I just was snacking this kind of cheese. Then later I had the Christmas stolen, I think you say, and with this kind of coffee I made myself, and then I think it's Dandy Blend, and then banana and orange and Brussels sprouts and butter. But then I realized I don't even need the butter on that one because it's so good already. I showed you the packaging in last video, and it's from like a very fancy bakery. David got it from work, and this is, yeah, just perfect in itself already, because yeah, it's with butter anyway, and the flavor doesn't need anything added. And that's also so funny, because sometimes I don't know, like, how do you do these things anymore? I can't remember, because I haven't done this all of my life. I don't put butter on anything, and so sometimes I have to relearn this again. It's really strange. Yeah, there's tahini. I put tahini on there. Yes, and lots of it. Lots of that. And then yogurt. Later I had peanuts, as much as I wanted, and some pistachios, and peaches in a can. I love those. And then later I had a wrap with köfte. It's like a grain-based spicy meat alternative, vegan stuff, and with onions. These were the kind of wraps, and ketchup and mustard and tzatziki and some spinach and Brussels sprouts, and then roll it. And this is cheese, some red pepper and iceberg lettuce, and avocado. I was craving that avocado as well. And doesn't it look yummy? And it's so saucy, so juicy, so nice. Yay. And I actually ate that whole half avocado. Like, I just spooned it. It's just, I have never done this before. Just eat a whole, like a half avocado, just like that with a spoon. How am I even alive? Just kidding, but it brings me to tears when I know that I'm able to do this now mentally. Then I also had peanut butter with the rest, and that was in the night again. I woke up, then I'm hungry. I'm eating. This one is the chocolate almond fudge Cliff Bar. Yes, and then I go back to sleep. It's a little bit like a brownie. Please give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Please leave me comments. I love to read from you. And activate the bell if you haven't activated it yet, because otherwise you miss uploads from me and we don't want that. And I see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.